Hi guys. Before we head over to the show, I'd just like to say that if you enjoy the content that I produce here and want to help support the show, for $2 a month, you can get ad-free episodes on Patreon. That's patreon.com/heavy metal tones. I'm also available on all streaming platforms and on YouTube. Please do head over to either one of those to support the show. If you feel so inclined, please do email me at heavymetaltones@gmail.com. That's heavymetaltones@gmail.com, where you can request, show ideas, album reviews, interviews, and so on. Otherwise, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Before we had AT&T Business Wireless coverage, our delivery GPS wasn't the most reliable. Once our driver had to do a 14-point turn to get back on route. A 14-point turn! An influencer even live streamed the whole thing. Not good for business. Now with AT&T Business Wireless, routes are updating on the fly and deliveries are on time. And the influencer did get us 53 new followers, though.
AT&T Business Wireless. Connecting changes everything.
Some rituals start with a candle, others with a deep breath. This one starts when the air shifts. The Sense of Calm collection from the Pura Calm Partnership is 3 fragrances designed with sensory science to ground your space and quiet your mind. Sleep Story, a lavender drift into deep rest. Breathe Bubble, a mindful reset wrapped in white tea and cashmere. Soundscape, a fresh, clearing rush that restores your energy. Ground your space, quiet your mind. Explore the Sense of Calm collection at pura.com/calm.
Hi guys, welcome to this week's episode of Heavy Metal Tones. I'm your podcast host Tony Evans, taking you through the weird and wonderful world of heavy metal, heavy rock, and punk, and all things in between. This week's episode is a double bill interview that I did with 2 beautiful Scandinavian performers who were here back in March. From the 18th onwards, they were here in Australia, with Eivor headlining and Sylvaine supporting. Sylvaine is from Norway. She's a multi-instrumentalist, a black metal, or they call it black gaze, which I don't really like, to be honest. What a strange name, but black metal instrument. It's not what you think. She's got an absolutely gorgeous voice. Her original name is Catherine Shepherd. She was born. She began her career in Oslo in 2013, releasing 4 albums to date. In 2019, Shepherd became the first woman to earn a nominated for Best Metal album at the, I'm going to ruin this, Spellemannprisen for her third album, Atoms Aligned, Coming Undone. Beautiful album, by the way. She was born in San Diego in California to Norwegian mother and American father, and they moved at a young age back to Oslo, where she started her musical journey. Her name comes basically from a mix of Sylvain, which is meaning forest and woods, and the surname of the French poet Verlaine, Paul Verlaine. She herself released first album, Silent Chamber, Noisy Heart, in 2014. Writing it in Oslo from late 2012 to early 2013. She moved to Paris, France to write her second album, Wistful, which was released in 2016 on the label Seasons of the Mist. Great label, by the way. And then a third album, Atoms Aligned, Coming Undone, was released on the 2nd of November 2018. As preceded by the singles Abscience, Mortal Act, and La Pelle de Vide. I'm absolutely ruining those. Anyway, basically, she is a beautiful character, great soulful musician, playing mixture of her folk backgrounds with modern modern electric back music. She's got this sort of edge of anger and sorrow, but with this real sense of snow blown vastness and beauty of the tundra. but also, she sort of seems to capture essence in her music that just opens up the soul and brings you in. It's a beautiful, beautiful musician, and she was such a lovely person to talk to. And then, secondly, we talked to Eivor. She's from the Faroe Islands. It was an absolute blast to talk to someone from as far away as the Faroe Islands. She was born in, and raised in. I'm going to try and say this name without embarrassing myself. Syrugota. Syrugota, and they've got umlauts in them. She had her first televised performance at the age of 13. Over the course of her decades-long career, her musical output has spanned a wide range of genres such as folk, art, pop, jazz, folk rock, classical, electronica. I actually think that, again, like Sylvaine, is a little bit more to what they say she is. At the age of 15 in 1999, she became the lead singer in a band called Click Haze. The following year, she released her first self-titled album, Eivør, and I'm going to say again, ruin this, Palstortil, and then won in 2001 the Prix Fourier Song Contest. And I imagine that's the Faroese Song Contest, as part of the band Click Haze. She moved to Reykjavik in 2002 to study music, releasing the album, which I really love, by the way, Gyastril. It's Yggdrasil. The same year, her second solo album, Kraken, released in 2003, was nominated for three categories at the Icelandic Music Awards, winning Best Singer and Best Performer, an honor normally only reserved for Icelandic artists. So the same year, she participated in Songvagperken, with the song I Not, reaching sixth place. A bit like Eurovision, I'd imagine, but for the Faroe Islands. For the Iceland. Soulful, beautiful compositions, both of them. They have this way with working in time signatures and spiritually interesting music that isn't just 4/4 pentatonic rock and roll, right? There's a sort of a depth to their music which is really wonderful. Now, I talked to her about this in an interview about the non-English version of the album, Slaw. Um, I love both of them. In fact, I highly recommend listening to both of them, because they're listening to someone sing in their native tongue, as beautiful as these two do, is something special. And now, I mean, she's also known for collaborating on the soundtrack for God of War, performing in orchestras. She's done a lot in her short time on um, working as a musician. Okay, and so I'd say to you, after these interviews, take a listen to their music. I think it might inspire you to listen to more of similar, just because it's not fast, aggressive, bang your head music, which is something that, of course, we all love on this channel, but it's something that is deeper than that. It's a little more soulful, a little more ancient. There's a sort of real sense of the epoch, the distance of time between now and the past, and this, the adventurers of the Nordic races and countries heading out across the tundra to 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 expand their horizons. It's a real, ocean voyage kind of music, really earthy, folky tone. Anyway, I really enjoyed both these interviews. They were both done, as I said, separately, but here they are in this one episode, put it together. Do enjoy them. I loved doing every minute of these interviews. We start off with Sylvaine, and then we'll finish off with Eivør. Talk to you next week. Enjoy the show. And I said, go out and listen to these albums, listen to these beautiful singers, because I hope you do, because it inspired me to go back into their back catalogue, and I enjoyed every minute of it. I promise you, you will do too. You will do too. Bye for now. Talk to you next week. Hello.
Hello. Hi there,
How are
Tony.
you?
How are you?
Not bad yourself. There we go. Sorry, I pressed the pause button when I was not linking, so Well, I was
It's all
waiting
good.
for you.
Yes.
Well, thank you
Absolutely.
thanks. Yeah, yeah, I've been collecting for years. My studios, it's my refuge. You know, it's where I get away
I
from
can see
people.
that. That's so cool. It looks like a nice refuge.
It's wonderful. It's when
Yeah.
my door is shut, leave me alone. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Just want to be here and be in peace.
Yes, exactly.
Mm.
So, well,
Or
thanks
not
for
in peace,
oh,
depending
not a
on
pod, yeah,
music.
as loud as we
Yeah,
can be.
exactly.
Um,
Exactly.
well, thanks for coming on
Mm.
and chatting with us, Sylvain.
Well,
It's
thank you so
been
much for
lovely
having
to chat
me.
with you. Oh no, it's a pleasure.
Thank you.
You're coming over very soon, aren't you?
Yes, I can't believe it. Like, yeah, I've been talking about it a bit earlier today with other people, and yeah, it's starting to dawn upon me now that it's actually like it's happening. It's
Yeah.
actually happening. It's so funny, like how you buy all the tickets, you announce the tours and everything, you see everything happening, the visas are happening, but somehow my brain just doesn't quite like put two and two together, and don't think I will really believe it until I'm on that plane on my way to Auckland. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
it's
Yeah. First
crazy.
New Zealand and then here in Australia.
Yeah,
Amazing.
absolutely.
It's your first time here,
Crazy.
yeah?
It
Yes.
is. It's my first time, so I'm so excited. I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
You're coming in. Yeah. Well, you're coming in such a lovely time of year. March is
That's what I've heard.
such a lovely time of year.
Yeah,
Um,
is that like kind of the beginning of autumn, tail end of
yes.
summer-ish?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Still warm.
that's yes, of course. We're expecting that. It's Australia after all.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I was asked this question in another interview. I was like, "Are you kind of prepared as a Scandinavian? Are you prepared?" And like, absolutely not. Like,
No, you won't be. No, 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 no. You burn by looking at the sun. Just yeah,
yes, exactly. I need to find some kind of like way to cover my entire being so that I
yeah,
don't get burnt like instantly.
yeah, yeah. Factor 100. A better
Yeah,
word.
exactly. Yeah, for sure.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
very excited.
yeah. Look, we're very excited because you know, it's not often we get such talented musicians as yourself coming
It's too kind.
to our
Too kind.
shores. Oh no, I mean, your music is wonderful. It's
Thank
very
you.
uniquely beautiful. Um,
Thank you so much.
yeah, yeah. I was re-listening to the remaster of your first album again today. Um,
Yeah, right.
yeah,
My
and
goodness.
it's not that long ago, but it feels like a little while ago, doesn't it?
Does. I mean, 2014, I feel like I
Mm.
was a completely different human being back then. I was actually somewhat as well.
Yeah,
So yeah, yeah, it boggles the mind. Like when I did this re-release, I kind of again, same thing. It was hard for me to kind of comprehend that it's been 10 years of doing this project. And like again, remembering that first album and thinking like nobody is going to listen to this, but I feel like I need to do this, even though I'm sure I can't do it. Like I'm not
yeah.
going to be able to finish this album. But well, here we are. I guess it worked.
Yeah.
So,
well, you clearly
somehow,
did. You clearly
yeah.
did. I mean, you know, you touring with, and I always say this name wrong. It's Eivor,
Yes, Eivør. There was
Eivør.
the weird, yeah, exactly. It's the
Yes,
O with the line through the tips.
yes,
Everyone like I know it's weird, but Eivør works too. But Eivør is like the yeah,
Eivør. Yeah, it's a
yeah.
beautiful language, and I
It
don't want to
is.
butcher it.
No, 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 no. You did well.
So you're here, Adelaide, Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, and Perth, starting on the 18th of March. So it's again a good little run. Good
It
cities,
is.
good run.
It is. I'm quite
Um,
happy that we actually go over to Perth because I do see a lot of people doing kind of like the south and like up the east, but then they don't make the whole flight over to Perth necessarily.
well, I have this. It's one of my bugbears about living in this country. I've lived here for
Yeah.
30 years, and what I find the hardest thing is for long periods of time, no one would go there.
Yeah,
I mean, it's only of a
exactly.
modern, recent that bands are sort of making their way there.
Yeah,
And I think it's fair, unfair, but fair. I get it. It's a long way. It's expensive. It's
true.
blah. But the audience there are so, you'll love Perth audience. They're fantastic people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine. Like I'm just like I'm really excited to meet the New Zealand and Australian audience in general because as I kept saying, like I've had, I mean, that's very general things, of course. Maybe I've
Mm.
been lucky with the people I met, but I've had such great experiences with people that I met, around the world from Australia and New Zealand that I don't know, I have like a very positive view of how this is going to go. So I'm just like
And
very excited to meet everyone as well.
you will put
So
that positivity in the universe. It will come back to you, right? That's the key, right?
that's
Uh,
what they say, isn't it?
well, I mean, it's a strange segue to your music, but you have very positive music. I know it's dark and it has, you know, I always keep saying there's beauty in darkness. You just have to look for it, right?
100%. Yeah,
It's there. You just have to know where to look. And I find that's with your music. There's a real beauty and a spiritualism to it, you know?
absolutely. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I have to agree with that. That is the spirituality is definitely one of the main pillars of this project, and I kind of like in the beginning I feel like I couldn't articulate it as well, but I feel like a part of this journey with Sylvain has been basically a spiritual kind of, not, I don't want to say awakening, but kind of like maybe more of like it's more of like a realization of what it is, or like being able to put it into words, like make it something
Mm.
that has been very abstract that I haven't been able to define, and putting it into words and being able actually to talk about it, because this project has been revolved around the, I mean, around the spiritual side. And of
Mm.
course, when you make music about stuff like that, about things that you can't talk about, the fun part is that then you have to talk about it.
Yeah.
Doing interviews, you have to write lyrics, you have to do interviews about it. So you're kind of like, you get used to talking about these things that have been, for me at least, it still are like a little bit difficult to speak about. So yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, absolutely, there's a big spiritual component to this project.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's pure emotion, isn't it? Like, it's like I've never been a technical anything really. It's just about, yeah, like the stream of consciousness, letting the muse speak through you, and being like trying to not, interfere too much with it, but just let it kind of flow through you, being so like the emotions get kind of as pure and as, I'm gonna say, untainted as possible. So it
Yeah.
stays like authentic and everything. So yeah, it's not a project for people that like technical stuff for sure, but it will make you feel, I think. I hope, anyways.
Yeah, I think it does. I think it does. You know, because, and I don't put yourself down musically. It is a beautiful album musically.
Thank
Even if
you.
you were to take the lyrical tone out of it and as a single piece of music, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
So
That's
I
very
don't.
kind.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I know
yeah.
what you're saying. I know. I
Yeah,
get
yeah,
I get that, and I
yeah.
understand that. But that is the wrong thing for what you're telling the world, you know?
Exactly. That's not the medium that my emotions need
No.
to be expressed through. So that's the whole thing, is that I'm trying to. That's why I kept the solo project as well. Is not
Mm,
because I think I'm the best at whatever. It's just because I felt like that might give me a bit better chance of keeping the emotions as true to the, initial impulse that led me to write the song
mm,
as possible. It's just
yeah.
by me trying to express it on different instruments and getting it out there into the world to communicate with other souls.
Well,
So
it's true, and it does communicate. It's very fluid, you know. And I was listening to it again, there's no hard edges to
mm,
um,
yeah,
this
that's true.
album or the music. Your
Mm,
music in general, really, it has edge because
yeah,
it's got subject matter that is not easy to talk about, but at the same time, it's fluid and, you know, viscous kind
mm,
of experience when you put your music on.
yeah.
You know,
It's a nice way to put it.
yeah, it's not a wall of sound. You know, you're banging your head against it.
True.
You're flowing with it. You know, like
Mm,
a good pieces of classical music. You know, that just takes you on that.
it takes you on a journey. So
Yeah, the images, the imagery,
mm,
and that's
yeah,
what I love again about bands like yourself is that, and artists like yourself, sorry, is that you may say one thing lyrically and musically. I will hear those words, but I will interpret them differently.
yeah,
And it's not as
exactly.
obvious as I want to hold your hand or you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
There,
That's such a
there's
great song, by the way.
oh yeah, yeah. I
I
know.
love the song.
Yeah, so do
Yeah.
I. But you know what I mean, right?
Yeah,
There's it's more it's it could be read by different ways by different people.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's it. I always like that as well. That's why I liked it when I've been asked this question a few times in interviews, like, what do
Mm,
you want your audience to feel after listening to your music, or what do you want them to get from this?
mm.
And I always say that that's absolutely not for me to say. The only
No.
thing I want them to have an experience. I want to stir something in them, but what it is, it's not for me to say. I love when people feel seen. Like when they listen to my music, they will put themselves themselves into my narrative, or how you would say it, and they will take
Yes.
their own meaning from it, which is great. Like, I've had some really interesting discussions actually about people that have told me what they think a song means or what it means to them. And then I will tell them what I wrote it about, and we see that it's like wildly different, but it's so cool how music can basically just, it can be so much. Like
It's a
it's really
universal
cool.
language, right? It's the
It
universal
is.
language, yeah. It's
That's
like I,
it.
I wrote a note here, Tocker, Tocka, Tocker, yes, this
Yes.
track. I don't know what it is about that particular track on that album, but it really resonates with me.
I
You
love that
know,
song.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's deep, but it's really, I don't know. I was listening to it again today and going, oh, I got the goosebumps.
Oh,
You
that's
know,
so cool.
I got the shivers,
Yeah,
and
that's so cool.
I love that when music can do that to you. You know,
Yeah, it's magical, isn't it?
it's
It's so
wonderful.
funny. Like it's like, again, it's like the stories from someone's soul, but somehow it sometimes it can tell your story better than you can do it yourself.
Oh yeah,
Like I find that myself too. That's why I like to do cover songs, because sometimes I'll meet songs in my life where I'm just like, that's my story better than I
yeah,
could have told it through my music.
yeah. I resonate with
It's so
this.
cool.
Yeah,
Yes, it's
yeah.
so cool. It's something that always, like, music is so exciting. Like it's like really, yeah. What would our life be without that?
Oh
Not
God, I
much, I
couldn't
would
live
say.
without it. Like, I
No,
couldn't.
not
I don't
much.
know. Please, I don't want to think about it. It's not
No,
a world.
exactly. That's hell, I think.
Yeah,
Right there.
do you know what? If there is one, that is it.
That's it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But you know, like I listen to music, particularly music like yours, in a different way to I listen to any other music. For instance, when
Mm,
I will sit in a dark room with no no visual influence to listen to music like
mm,
yours, because it opens up when you don't have senses. You know, when you've got your senses, if you're walking around just
absolutely.
shops buying
Yeah,
things and put the album on, it's not the same as when you're in the dark and
of
nothing
course.
can take you away from it. And yours,
Absolutely.
the album, this, as I'm saying, this one, Silent Chambers, it really
Mm.
blooms in the dark.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember I have this very great memory of with a friend of mine. We used to do that exactly. We used to put on like different albums and like lay on the floor in the dark and just like listen
Oh, it's the
for
best.
hours, like many years ago. I actually never tried that with my own music, because I mean, I don't listen to my music that much. Like, it's with the years I've gotten better at it. Like, I start to appreciate more. Like in the beginning, I was very much like, I make the album and then I reject it afterwards for a while, because you
Yep.
always go back and you're like, I could have done that, whatever, XYZ.
Yep.
And now I'm just much more like, it's such a gift and such a beauty to have like a tangible like diary almost of who I was during those few years. And here's the picture of it all in this, you know, compartmentalized into this album.
Mm.
And it is what it is, like it's perfectly imperfect, and we don't have to change it because it is the
No.
perfect picture of who I was back then.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now I can listen to my music and appreciate it more and like enjoy it more. So I've never tried that. So maybe I
You should
one
try it.
day I should just lay down, turn off all the lights, and just listen to my music.
It's rich.
Never
You know,
tried.
honestly, it's it's the best way. I mean, but
Very cool.
I get you with the not listen to your own music. As an artist myself,
Yeah. Yeah,
I
you too.
cannot bear looking at my own art. Once it's done,
Right?
I want it gone.
Yes.
I
Isn't that
yeah,
weird?
because you've birthed it.
Yeah.
It's been painful.
Yes.
It's a hard thing to people think creativity is easy when you it's so hard.
That's the thing. I know. Yes, it is. That's so
It's
true.
so
It's like,
hard.
I've actually had this discussion with a lot of artist friends as of late, because this new album that I'm working on now, spoiler alert,
Mhm.
that's actually basically almost done at this point. It's been a hard one to make, partially because I haven't been home much in the last few years. I've been out doing a lot of stuff and like
Mm.
having a lot of travels and shows and bits and bobs happening. So I haven't actually been in my kind of headspace enough to have enough peace and like just staying in one place for more
Mm.
than just a few days, which means that I haven't been able to create. So that has been like a problematic thing. Then it's the fact that is the follow up to Nova, which scares the living
Oh
bejesus out
my,
of me,
what an
because
album
this
to cover
album,
to follow up. Yeah.
that's the thing. Yeah, this album, I'm really proud of this album. It was the most horrible thing to make. It was so painful. It was such a woof. Yeah, that whole process was like, wow, I don't
Yeah.
want to go through that again, really. But I'm so proud of this album, and I still to this day love this album, and I can listen to it and enjoy it and go like, oh, I'm so proud of writing that song, or like enjoy playing it live. So it intimidates me a lot to have the follow up, and I don't want to disappoint myself or people. And then
Mm.
third is this, just like, I feel like every piece of art you make, it kind of gets harder and harder
Oh,
because
yes.
you have already expressed yourself somewhat.
Yep.
Some of the things you've already expressed, and you're trying to reinvent yourself somewhat, or you're trying to, I don't know, it's just like, as you said, it's such a painful process. It's
Mm.
so like, I get really manic. I've been like
Mm.
manic for quite some time now with this album process because it's like haunting me.
Yeah.
I love it. Like, there's nothing else that gives me more like of a flow state than writing music. And I love it so much, but it also is like, it really truly possesses and haunts me.
Oh, no.
So
Yeah.
I had this discussion with some friends of like, I kind of wish that I would sometimes, when not now, I was in the middle of making this album, but like, when it's done, maybe just go into this mindset of like not making music for a purpose, but just like trying to have fun with it again. Because I haven't done that in ages, where I just like noodle around with something that I know this is never going to amount to anything, but just for fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's something I actually want to do because I have lost this in my creative process a bit, which I think is a little bit of a shame.
Do you know what? Listening to that, I could think, my God, looking in the mirror, I know the feeling.
Yeah, you know the
You
feeling.
know, where
Yeah,
you go, and especially with Nova,
yeah,
it's like you've had this pinnacle moment, and then it's like, oh, looking down now. I'm looking down, not up.
exactly. That's it.
Which is
Like, where do we
really,
go from
where
here?
do you go? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
exactly.
tricky, right?
Yeah,
But always the first stroke of the brush, the first note of it's always the hardest, right?
true.
It's always the
Absolutely.
hardest. And then be not fiddling with it too much. My problem is I always go back and fiddle with it too much.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as like a overthinker deluxe in my regular life and in my
Yeah.
personal life, just as a person, I overanalyze and overthink everything. That's really a fun part of
Yeah.
my personality. So that's definitely a big part of this manic state and this like battle is always trying to be like finding a balance between that part of my personality and then like again letting inspiration be what it is, like kind of like a muse that I can't really necessarily pinpoint that's just speaking
Mm.
through me and letting that happen without fiddling with it too much, as you said.
Yeah.
Because
Without
oh my
touching too
god,
much.
I can tell you, Tony, I have fiddled so much with some of these songs that are on the next record to the point where I drove myself crazy writing down like structures and thinking about stuff, going back, referencing things, and then
Yeah.
it's just like it's endless. It's
Yeah.
also fun. It gets me excited to do
Oh no,
that as well. Sometimes, but
it,
yeah, it's
it's wonderful. But like
learning
I
process.
always worry that I'm going to over egg the pudding, as my dad would say. Like I'm gonna
Yes,
take the essence. Oh, I've done it. I've done paintings
that's it.
where I've created art and I love it, and then I go one bit too far,
Yes,
and
that's it.
it goes from being good to this. I don't know. I can't look at it. I
Yeah,
can't look at
I
it. I can't
understand.
go away. I don't.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like it's so important to keep the essence of like what drove you to paint this, what
Mm,
drove you to make this song, what drove you to write this
mm,
story or poem. And I think like that's where the intellectual thinking mind comes in and can really ruin it. Even ego can ruin it for us because
oh
it can get like
yes.
we can start mm, letting things or voices seep in that are not really
Yeah.
working with us. I think it has nothing
Yes.
to do with the essence of or like the emotion that drove us to make something. So it's always a balance, trying to find a balancing. It's a balancing game, and I think the more you've painted or the more music you've made, the more also like you have all the technical stuff is starting to come in, and you have a perspective, and you have like sound choice. You have
Yeah.
more knowledge, so you have more ability to overthink things as well.
Yeah. That's isn't
So
that so true?
yeah, yeah, it's interesting like symbiosis of things that make it more complicated every time you come back to this space of creation. But it's also something I can't live without, so I need to do
Oh
it.
no. No,
so,
no. No, no.
so
And
yeah, it's
that's why sometimes first albums like
yes,
yours are the
they have
purest,
something. That's true.
because you don't have the ability to overthink it. Well,
That's it.
you
Yeah,
do, but you haven't given it yet. You haven't been given it yet. So
it's not
you sort
as
of go,
close yet.
yes. So
Yeah, yeah,
where you would go, that sounds perfect for me.
yeah,
But you might go back in 10 years and go, oh, like you said, oh God, I wish I'd
yeah.
panned that there and
Exactly. Yeah.
done this,
It's like, hmm. what was this reverb choice? Why did we go with, like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
that's weird. Like, well, okay.
Or and
You
even
could do
album,
that
even
endlessly.
yeah. Well, the one for me is album line is lineup is record um order.
Yeah, the track list. Yep.
Track list. Sorry, that's a better way to say it. Track list. That's what I meant to say. That's the thing that I find the hardest for most, if I'm being that honest, is I look I look at artists like you and I listen to your albums and I go, wow, look at the way that you put these pieces together when they've joined this jigsaw of a story and
Mm,
these weave this this canvas.
mm.
And then someone comes along and mixes them up and you go, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah,
they take the album again and they go, I'm going to rejig them as a reissue. And you go,
exactly.
I've what? I've lived with
Yeah,
that for
exactly. Like,
15 years. Please don't you?
yeah, absolutely. And I mean, that's the thing. Like, I think that's the thing of like your future self basically getting in the way of your past self and not accepting that they're just different versions and nobody's better than the other. It's
Yeah.
just like accepting the fact that, again, if it could be an actual photograph, it can be a painting, it can be a poem, it can be a song. It's
Mm.
just a reflection of who you were at that time. It took me many years to kind of get into this mindset with my own art, like just try to accept it for seeing the beauty in that this is like a description of who I was back then. And okay, myself now wouldn't have made
Yeah.
the same choices, but that's the beauty in it. Like it shows me that I have evolved also.
Oh yeah, no,
So
absolutely.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it's hard
Yeah.
to do that, but I think it's the best mindset because we could always spend our lives trying to reinterpret or perfect stuff that we've done in the past, but it will never be right
No,
because it wasn't what we were back then.
no,
So
no.
it makes no sense.
No, it doesn't. And I'm envious of all the audiences that are going to see you. I hope to make the Sydney show. But I cannot believe that you're going to give us such a beautiful experience in the evening. It's going to be fantastic.
I
And
hope so. I'm gonna do my best for it to be
oh,
fantastic.
I cannot, I wouldn't
I'm gonna
expect
give it
any
my
different.
all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would not
Yeah.
expect any different. After talking to you, I understand your character. I know exactly what you're going to do. You will be,
Well,
you
what you
will,
see is what you get, folks. I'm sorry. Like that's
no,
that's how it is.
but isn't that
So
wonderful?
yeah,
Is that the pure honesty of art? No?
that's why I do tend to be very touched by people that are just very, what you see is what you get. I don't, maybe not as touched by like all the maybe more theatrical things or things where there's
Mm,
like a gimmick and stuff. That can be great too, don't get me wrong, but it's just like I don't know, the things that really speak to my heart are usually people that are just like, in their like perfectly imperfect version, just like here's my soul. If you want to take part in it, you can.
yeah, 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 yeah,
And that's it.
yeah.
So
Please,
yeah,
you just, it's a form of therapy for you. Uh,
for sure.
of course. And then, as we talked about before, how interpretation and reflection and reaction, it's a form of therapy for us as listeners.
Absolutely.
And so it's a beautiful symbiotic experience
Absolutely.
that you give
Yeah.
us. And I think that it's going to be a beautiful night. Can't believe that, I said Eivor, if I said it right, and yourself will be here. Your part of the world makes beautiful music. It really,
Thank
really
you.
does.
I think like as I'm getting older as well,
Mm,
I mean, Norwegian folk music has always been a part of my life growing up here. Like
mm,
obviously it's been I notice now, like seeing like after I did my actual Norwegian folk music EP in 2024, I see like there's traces of it all through my music. Something that I didn't necessarily was like a conscious choice, it just came out that way.
mm.
But definitely there is something in it. Like I mean, there's something in any kind of folk music, to be honest. There's some kind of like deep roots that just like carry this kind of like melodies and sounds from like another time or some kind of like ancient wisdom or something. It
Well,
has
that's right.
something, yeah,
Yeah, I
special.
mean,
So
I wrote down in my notes when I was listening to the album earlier, I wrote Beowulf. I, you
oh
know,
yeah, yeah,
okay, I
absolutely.
wrote, Saga. There is a sense of the epoch of time in your music. There's a sense of the
That's it.
depth of creative and humanity, um, which is something you don't get a lot of, uh, to be honest. You have to look for it, unfortunately, in this world. It's not going to be
Yeah,
radio, not on the radio or on MTV,
that's
is
true.
it?
Yeah, that's
You
true.
have
That's
to
true.
look, but when you find it, it really is worth every minute of it.
Mm,
And
that's very cool to hear.
thank you for coming on. Thanks for chatting
Thank you so much for the
with
lovely
me.
chat, Tony. I really enjoyed that.
No, it was wonderful. And I'm good luck on your tour. I hope you love the country. I hope the country loves you, and that you have a safe and enjoyable journey. And good luck with the new album.
Thank you. Thank you for all of it. I'm so
Yeah.
excited for all of it, actually.
Yeah.
So my mind is a bit everywhere because there's so many cool things happening. I'm just like, I can't believe this is my life. This is incredible.
Oh,
So
wonderful.
yeah,
Wonderful.
I'm
Well,
really excited.
that much talent, my love, you have to give it to the world, all right?
Thank
All
you.
right.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I really hope to see you in Sydney if you're around.
Yeah,
Please
I
come
will.
say hello.
Well, it's my birthday on that day, so hopefully I
Oh,
should
is
be
it?
there.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah.
Well, then I understand if you can't come, of course. But
I'll do my
happy birthday
best.
in advance.
Thank you. I'll do my best. But yeah, safe trip.
Thank you
And,
very much.
Yeah.
Thanks for the chat.
Oh no, it
And
was an
take good
absolute
care.
pleasure. Yeah, look after yourself. All right.
Yeah, you
Okay.
too, and good luck with your art as well.
Oh, it's always on and always going. I have
Yes.
moments where I hate it, moments where I love it. You know,
That's how it goes, isn't it?
exactly. We've talked about.
Yeah, exactly.
I think if someone says it was easy and they didn't have to work on it, I don't believe it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
Personally.
like, I'm
Really?
suspicious now.
I am
Yeah.
suspicious. Did you really do it?
Exactly. I have so many questions.
Yeah. Why is your soul not reaching out for your eyes and smashing you in the head? What's going on?
Why am I not awake at 5 a.m. thinking about that one riff if it fits in that part or not? You know?
Oh yeah, I've
Yeah.
been known to get up at 3 a.m, go downstairs and touch and put a line on the canvas and go back to bed.
So relatable.
You just wake up and go, oh, it's there. I'll go down now. And you go down
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
suddenly it's
Yeah.
dawn and it's 7 o'clock in the morning.
And you're like, oh, well,
I'm here now. Carry on.
yeah, exactly. You have to respect the inspiration. When it's here, you listen to it. You listen to the call and then you take it.
When it calls, that's it. Do not put it on hold. That's
That's
it. Yeah.
That's a shame. We have a responsibility as people that have these things that speak through us. We have a responsibility to answer the call.
Oh, yeah, we do. We do, because
So,
where else
yeah.
is it going to go? It will be a sinful waste. You know?
Absolutely. So, yeah. Sinful waste, indeed.
It would be. Yes.
Mm.
All right.
Have a lovely evening, I should say.
Yes, it's 10:40. It's almost 11 o'clock at night over here.
Yeah, so I guess good night. Sleep well when you get that far.
Yeah. When I get there, I'll probably put an album on or two first before I go to sleep.
There you go. That's perfect. Well, enjoy that, and thanks again for the chat. It was really nice.
It was a pleasure.
It was a
Talk to you
pleasure.
soon.
Take care. Thanks
Okay.
soon.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
A beautiful home deserves a beautiful scent in every room. From the open living room to the cozy guest bath, Pura makes whole home scenting effortless. Control intensity and swap fragrances with a tap on the Pura app. Ready to transform your space? Discover smart home fragrance at pura.com/wholehome.
There's a feeling a lot of homeowners share right now. Mortgage, always on time, lots of equity. On paper, you're doing fine, but then the insurance bill lands. Property taxes, healthcare, childcare, tuition. The math just isn't mathing. Unlock wants to talk about the squeeze American homeowners are feeling and what you can do about it. Start at unlock.com/equity. Unlock Home Equity Solutions, Inc., NMLS 2657081.
Geico presents a 30-second podcast between your podcast. Today's story is shared by one of our listeners. It's called Betrayed by Bill. It was in that moment I caught who was staring back at me in betrayal, or more like what? My insurance bill. With trembling hands, I grabbed my phone and switched to Geico, saving about $900 in the process, and never to be betrayed again. Now that was bloody riveting.
It feels good when the story ends with savings. It feels good to Geico.
We all belong outside. We're drawn to nature, whether it's the recorded sounds of the ocean we doze off to, or the succulents that adorn our homes. Nature makes all of our lives, well, better. Despite all this, we often go about our busy lives removed from it. But the outdoors is closer than we realize. With AllTrails, you can discover trails nearby and explore confidently. With offline maps and on-trail navigation, download the free app today and make the most of your summer with AllTrails.
good. Yeah. What time is it over there? Early morning?
It's quite early. It's 11 or something.
Ah.
Early for musicians.
Yes, yeah, it is indeed.
This is my third coffee
Oh dear.
this morning.
You've got to keep yourself moving.
hmm
Well,
Exactly.
thanks for coming on and chatting with us
That
about
was
your
lovely. My pleasure.
upcoming tour.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And your first headline tour, I believe.
Yes. And I'm so excited to be back.
When was the last time you were here?
Yeah. When is that? It's a year ago or more?
Feels like longer
I
than
was
that.
there. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? And
Yeah.
I was there with Heilung, and it was wonderful to tour with them. And I was opening for them, and now I'm coming back with my headline show, which is super exciting for me.
Oh, brilliant! And you're bringing Sylvaine as your support.
Yes, and she's gonna join me as support. And I've loved her music for a long time, and we have been touring together in Europe.
Yeah.
So I'm delighted to bring her with me to the other side of the world this time.
Yeah. I talked to her the other day. She's very excited by it. Very excited.
Yeah, she's wonderful. And we both feel that our music kind of speaks the same language in a way. So it's
yeah, there's a synergy. Definitely a synergy.
Yeah. So it's nice to combine it into one show or one full experience, I think.
Oh, brilliant! I mean, are you going to be coming with a certain idea in mind for touring? Like, is it one album or across the whole your lovely catalog?
Catalog. Yes. Well, I've made a set list that is kind of it's a mix of from various albums, but I like to pick songs that just work well together as a journey. So I've picked songs from different albums, a few songs from my latest release, and then a few older ones that I feel fit into this journey that this show is gonna be. So
Wonderful.
so I mix it up a bit.
Yeah, good. Because I was re-listening. I was re-listening to Slaw. Now I'm going to pronounce that wrong, and I apologize.
Oh no, actually, I'm quite impressed.
Yeah, I was re-listening to that, and I went to listen to the one in your native tongue, in Faroese.
Oh yeah,
and one in English. And I have to say, I much prefer the one in your native. I like listening to your native voice.
thank you. I enjoy that too. I should never have made an English version of that album.
I thought it was a bit odd, but
it is. And I tried it, and then I heard it again like a year later, and I was like, what? That just doesn't sound quite right to me. But so yeah.
Because there's certain words and phrases, isn't there, in your language that
and the metaphors.
Metaphors, not as music.
The metaphors, you can't really translate the metaphors directly from my language, so it has to be rewritten, and then it's easily loses its magic, right? Like, but
yeah, because there's an ancientness to the tongue, right?
Yeah,
there's an epoch of time that's bred
yeah,
that. So if you squeeze it into a language everyone can understand, it's difficult.
yeah. It is difficult.
Yeah.
So that's what I told myself a few years ago, is that because I do enjoy to sing in English, but if I do, it has to be. It has to be because I wrote it from the beginning in English,
I was going to say
it's not.
Yeah,
but that's a different thing. Yeah, I think so. I've never talked about this before, but it's interesting.
I think I've always gone for the native language of the person who's creating the. It's like movies. I don't like dubbed movies. I like to have the subtitles when need be.
Yeah,
because you can't express yourself as easily in a second tongue.
No, exactly.
I don't think.
Yeah,
and your music is so expressive.
Yes, that's true. That is true. Yeah, it's a different for me. It's almost like switching instruments when I sing in Faroese. It's a certain instrument that is like something that's been with me forever. And when I switch to other languages, I've sung in many languages, and it's almost like playing just a different instrument. And I like to switch between, but I definitely always have the majority of my set list is usually in Faroese.
I was going to say, when you're here, most of it's going to be in Faroese, I can imagine.
Yeah, much of it, yes.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it would be lovely. I suppose it's going to be great for you to be able to give a fuller set coming over, not just on the full.
Yeah.
I saw you with Hailung, and it was amazing. Nice
Thank
to be
you.
a longer set will be even better.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I'm super excited for the set and for the to meet the audience again. I really enjoyed the audience in Australia, and to kind of come back and meet everyone. That's gonna be lovely.
Do you know, I think interesting to talk about audiences in Australia. I really feel that we do have an intelligent audience. You
You
know,
have great audiences there.
yeah, they
It's
appreciate
like
it.
they like music, you know?
Yeah, yes, yes.
and and they, I just feel the audience, and they are like are not scared of showing their emotions, which I love. It's a beautiful thing to play a show where you feel that the audience is giving back some kind of emotions and feedback, and it just becomes this. It adds this extra energy to every show.
Yeah, that's why I like shows of the size you're doing, because you can get the one-on-one energy exchange between you and the musician. Stadiums and things are
Yes.
great, but there's no connection.
No,
No.
it gets the bigger it gets, the more distance you feel, I guess, right?
Mm.
So I do love an old school rock and roll show where the audience is quite close, and where you really can, like, smell the sweat in the room.
The sticky floors. Yeah, that
And the
absolutely.
sticky floors.
Oh, I like a venue with it's quite dank. You know what I mean?
I do too.
But I mean, your music is difficult to explain to someone unless they listen to it. I was trying to explain you to a friend of mine the other day in as best words I could, and it's
Okay.
difficult. Well, because you're never one, nor you're not one. You don't stay in one lane. You know,
No, no.
folk and all these different boxes that people put you in.
Yes,
Difficult.
exactly.
Mm.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time. I made my first album when I was just a child almost. I was 16
Wow.
when I recorded my first album. And so since then, it's been like a long journey of discovery for me, both like personally as you grow as a person and as an artist. So the music has always been like a part of my life in a way. So if I can put it like that. So after a few years, I was already like in a different box. So I've been in so many boxes throughout my life. And
Yeah.
people will always want to put you in a box as a
I
as a
hate it. Yeah.
musician, as a singer. You're either this or you're that. Um, so I've always tried to free myself from those boxes, because I mean, if you feel stuck in a box, it's really hard to be creative, or to be honest in what you do, because you do something for a certain box, and I'm just not very good at that. So I just have to be free.
Yeah, good. And that's
in
how it
order
should
to
be.
do what I do.
Well, I mean, your music, because your part of the world where you're from is an ancient place, right? And
Yes.
there's and so there's poetry in the music, not just in the words, but in the actual music itself is quite poetic.
Yeah.
And I think to stick you in one lane and go, here, we're just going to put you here, would be a sad thing for the world.
Oh, that's sweet.
Mm.
That's nice to hear. And I know that I'm a nightmare for every label to work with, because they don't know where to put me. But
Well, that's their problem, not
But
yours.
the beautiful thing is that I've been on many labels during the years, and it's kind of never worked out. But during the years, I've kind of found my own way, I think, and my
Mm,
own audience around the world, and it's a wonderful thing that that's possible. For an artist like me, for example, who is not
mm.
like in mainstream music or in a specific genre, although my genre is quite maybe more clear now than it was a few years ago.
Mm.
I'm more in the um, some kind of folk rock electro world,
Yeah, yeah.
I would
Well,
say.
yeah. I mean, and that's a
At least
very.
today.
Why do you feel like it? Yeah. Um, the thing is, I also think you're quite progressive. There's a lot of progressiveness in your music. You
Yeah,
know,
tell me, what did you tell your friend? I would love to hear.
so I said it was. I sort of said you were an ancient. It's an ancient feel to your music, a beauty, uh, uh, uh,
Oh,
uh,
that's
and progressiveness. But I couldn't find an artist. Sometimes you go, here's an artist. Look, they're just like this one. They like the same. It was difficult to try. And I said Hai Lung. I said you talk with Hai Lung and Sylvain coming, and he sort of went, oh, okay, I sort of get it, but I don't think he
mm.
did. I don't think he did because
You don't think you did?
because I was being too flowery. I think it's difficult sometimes, my love, when it's to
Yeah,
be very monosyllabic about things.
yeah,
With creative people and pieces. As I said, it was just beautiful folk with an ancient feel to it. That's what I said. I didn't say
yeah.
jazz. I
I
didn't
like
say
that.
jazz. Mm.
Yeah.
There's a distance as well in your music. Have you ever thought that the distance? Like I was listening to it, and the space between you, your vocal, and your lyric, your voice, and the music behind you it's like almost like it's quite a long way away. There's a cavernous
Oh,
distance
yeah.
to it. Mm,
Yeah, I think in a quite cinematic way sometimes
mm,
when I write when I produce and write music, and I
mm,
like the idea of this space and
mm.
depth and width. So it's for some songs I think it works really well.
Yeah, we don't complicate. I think another thing about you is you don't complicate the music. You put people. Like, I was listening to again Slaw again. Is it Salt? No.
Oh, yeah,
Yes. And the moments you don't wrap yourself in too much. You know what I mean? Sometimes it could do too many layers. So much
oh
it
yeah, yeah,
overtakes everything. It's a real simple piece, but very complex at the same time.
yeah,
Mm,
yeah. I know what you mean, and that
mm.
song is very inspired by like the ancient folk traditions, like the way of singing and the old hymns that have been sung in the Faroe Islands where I come from. And it's always very long and strange melodies
Yes.
sung with a full voice. And I remember I thought of that when I wrote that song. And it's about the salt of the ocean being within you, or it's kind of a love song to nature or something.
Yeah, the combination of land and you, it's very much like all native, I hate the word native, sorry, first peoples or generations like the Aboriginals or
Mm,
the First Nations here. They're connected directly to the land
yeah,
in such a way that it comes out in their art and their music and their
yeah.
language. And I think that's something that I'm quite envious of, to be honest with you. I'm just an average, run-of-the-mill Anglo-Saxon, like, um, and I just find that I do. I look at people like yourselves and your cultures, and I go, gosh, that's be fantastic to have that deep in your soul.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's true though, because we are. It's
Yeah.
just boring European Londoner, like, oh, whatever. But
I believe you must have that. You definitely have that connection in some way
oh yeah,
within yourself.
yeah, I know. But it's when you look at you and listen to yours kind of music, it sort of sparks that fire. It lights that
Yeah.
spark fire. Yeah, yeah. where you
That's
want to
wonderful.
where you
That's
want to go and research the history of your land. I found that in what I wanted
yeah.
to do. Yeah, because it's not a
Okay,
place that people.
that's
Yeah, it's not a place that people know a lot about, is it? Let's be honest.
no, no, it's not. It's not. It's very remote and it's
Yeah,
yeah,
50,
it's like in
54.
the middle of nowhere
Yeah,
in a way.
54,000 people was your population, I think, or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Tiny,
Yeah.
absolutely tiny. So, and stuck between sort of Shetland Islands and
And
Norway
Iceland.
and
Yeah, yeah,
Iceland.
Norway. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and that route where first that people come from Europe into the British Isles, and it's fascinating, absolutely
Yeah.
fascinating. So that's why I'm like, oh, go read more about your place. I've got to look at that before I can see you again, so
Yeah. Should
understand it
go
more.
sometime.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit of education helps a lot when it comes to appreciating the music as well, because
Yeah, yeah.
you sit there and you understand where you're coming from. Like I said with salt, you can understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
That does help to kind of get the right angle of it or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to really work on how to describe your music to other people because
Me too.
it is. I said it is. It's just magical. I think that's the right term for it. Really is.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
that's all right. You're here from the 18th of March to the 25th of March, aren't you? But you're in Auckland first, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah, I don't remember in my head right now the
Mm,
order of when I'm where, but I
mm.
just know that I'm coming very soon, and
Very soon.
it's starting to tickle, and I'm super excited to be back. And this time I'll bring my whole team with me, my light guy and my band, and so everyone's gonna be there,
Oh, that's going to be
which
even
is
better
gonna
because
be
yeah, I didn't see you with the whole band, so that's going to be pretty fantastic then. Hey, with
yeah, that's gonna
everybody
be
behind you.
yeah, it's gonna be super fun.
Do you use any traditional music instruments in your music making, like from the islands?
I use my drum, which is a Nordic instrument. It's not from the Faroe Islands because we didn't have any instruments here in the Faroe Islands
Mm.
and no drums specifically because we don't have any trees here.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's just mountains and cliffs, So I bought my drum in Norway many years ago, my first drum, and I've played those kinds of drums ever since, like those shamanic
Mm.
hand drums,
Wonderful.
which I really enjoy.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we have you know a rock and roll setup with a drum kit and synthesizers and I play guitar and I have a bass player as well.
I love the way you bring in your music. Like it's a mixture of the future and the past. I love it. I
I
love that
enjoy that. I
mix.
enjoy that to kind of bring those two together
Yeah,
into
yeah.
the moment.
Well, they're both energies, aren't they? They're both energies, and they just need
Yeah,
to
totally.
come together. The reason I asked
Yeah,
about your instruments because I was talking to someone years ago from Wardrun, I think it is, and he said that his special drum he had to bring it separately in it like because it would the in the heat the skin changes and
yeah,
stretched.
yeah, yeah. Those drums are very sensitive. It's
Mm.
true, and they, it's like a child. You have to like take care of it all the time. And when I play live, I have someone on the side of the stage to all the time, like between each song, to come and sometimes it needs water, sometimes it needs heat if it's too humid in the air.
Yeah, yeah.
So it has to be tuned like between every song and
Oh, amazing! See this sort of thing that when I heard that I was like, wow, I love that.
yeah,
It's
it's nice.
it means every night could be slightly different.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
Definitely,
instrument will
yes. It's
sound
never the
slightly different.
same.
That's right.
Yeah,
Well, thanks for coming on.
exactly.
Thanks for coming and chatting. Really
So nice
appreciate
to
it.
chat.
Yeah. Good luck with
Thank
the
you. Me
tour.
too.
I'll be there. But
Fantastic. So
I'll
I'll
be
see you
there.
then.
Definitely look after yourself. Safe trip.
Thank you. Thank you.
And enjoy the first
We're
few
all very
days.
excited.
Yeah. Oh God. don't blame you.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. All right, well, have a good one. And I know you've got
Thank
lots of
you.
things to do, but
Few things.
a few things. There's
Thank
always
you
things
so
to
much.
do. It's a pleasure.
There are always things.
Yeah, there's always
Songs
things.
to write before I go and stuff.
Oh, that'd be amazing. New album, another album.
Yeah, yes, that's the plan, hopefully.
Got to keep going.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
Never stops.
Never stops. That's a creative thing. Never stops. And
Yeah.
long may it not. That's what I say.
Thank you so much. Lovely to chat with you.
Okay. Bye for now.
Enjoy your night.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Some rituals start with a candle, others with a deep breath. This one starts when the air shifts. The Sense of Calm collection from the Pura Calm partnership is 3 fragrances designed with sensory science to ground your space and quiet your mind. Sleep Story, a lavender drift into deep rest. Breathe Bubble, a mindful reset wrapped in white tea and cashmere. Soundscape, a fresh, clearing rush that restores your energy. Ground your space, quiet your mind. Explore the Sense of Calm collection at pura.com/calm.
American homeowners are sitting on $30 trillion in home equity. But home insurance is up over 100% since 2010. Healthcare, childcare, property taxes, all up. But wages? Just stuck. Lots of equity, but feeling the squeeze. Every month they wonder why it still feels so tight. Unlock thinks we need to talk about this more. Start at unlock.com/equity. Unlock Home Equity Solutions and MLS 2657081.
For a small business owner, every day is full of surprises. Some great, some not so great. Like when a client cancels their order at the last minute. But here's a surprise you will like. Progressive provides small business owners with 30 customizable coverage options to help keep their business going strong. So go ahead, surprise yourself. Get a quote in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and third-party insurers. Coverage is not available in all states or for all vehicles and coverage selections.